Titanic, the 3D scan that reveals the truth they tried to hide. Part of Welcome to Legends of Time, the place where forgotten history rises from the depths, where hidden truths finally come to light, and where the mysteries that shaped humanity are brought to life with science, technology, and relentless curiosity. Today, we travel 4 kilometers below the Atlantic Ocean, into a realm darker, colder, and more unforgiving than the surface of Mars. A world few have ever seen, where light cannot exist, where pressure crushes steel, and where time itself erases everything it touches. And in this frozen abyss lies the most legendary shipwreck in human history, the RMS Titanic. For more than a century, the Titanic has remained a symbol of ambition and tragedy. We thought we understood its tale, a collision with an iceberg, the terror of the sinking, the stories of bravery and sacrifice. But everything we thought we knew was only the surface. Hidden beneath nearly 3,800 meters of crushing darkness were secrets the world could not imagine. Secrets revealed only through breakthroughs in deep-sea scanning, robotics, AI reconstruction, and forensic oceanography. Today, those revelations force us to rethink everything. Titanic was not just a ship. It was a technological marvel, a floating palace of steel and luxury. But beneath its elegance, vulnerabilities hid in plain sight, flaws born not of arrogance alone, but of the limits of early 20th century steelmaking. For decades, Titanic remained undiscovered, a ghost in the abyss. Only in 1985, when Dr. Robert Ballard followed a long trail of debris across the ocean floor, was the wreck finally found. And when cameras first revealed the massive scattered remains, the shock was immediate. Titanic wasn't lying intact. It had torn in half, split by unimaginable forces during its descent. Years later, filmmaker and explorer James Cameron pushed technology further, using submersibles and robotic scouts to navigate hallways, rooms, and chambers no human could ever enter. His missions revealed collapsing staircases, rusted chandeliers, frozen artifacts. Yet even these discoveries were only fragments of a deeper, darker truth. Because the Titanic still held secrets undetectable to the human eye. Recently, a groundbreaking deep-sea mission used AI-guided underwater drones to create the most detailed model ever made of a shipwreck. Over 715,000 images and more than 16 terabytes of data were captured across 200 hours of dive time. The result was the world's first complete, full-size 3D digital twin of the Titanic. A model so detailed that every rivet, every fracture, every distortion in the metal could be studied as if the ship were newly built. And what this digital reconstruction revealed shocked experts around the world. The decks were collapsing into each other, layers sinking like melting paper. The once grand gymnasium had been destroyed. The captain's bathroom stood exposed like an open wound. The crow's nest, the place where the lookout once shouted, "Iceberg ahead," had completely vanished. Entire sections of the bow were peeling away as if eaten from the inside. Titanic was not just decaying naturally, it was disintegrating at a rapid, accelerating pace. Scientists now believe the wreck may disappear entirely within the next 30 to 40 years, a blink of an eye in the lifespan of history. But why the ship is disappearing so fast turned out to be even more disturbing than the damage itself. One of the greatest myths surrounding the disaster, The idea of a massive gash ripped through the hull was proven false. The 3D scans showed no giant tear. Instead, they revealed 6 smaller ruptures, dents and stress fractures, caused not by slicing metal, but by the enormous pressure of the collision and the weakness of the ship's rivets. Titanic steel contained sulfur and phosphorus, elements that made it brittle in freezing temperatures. Testing revealed that steel from the wreck could shatter like glass when cold, a flaw unknown to shipbuilders of the era. Additionally, thousands of the rivets in the bow had been hammered in by hand using iron, not steel, making them significantly weaker. Under the force of impact, the rivets burst out one after another. Titanic was not destroyed by the iceberg alone. It was doomed in the shipyard long before it set sail. But mechanical failure is only part of the story. The most unexpected discovery came from biological samples collected by deep-sea ROVs. The strange rust formations seen dripping from the wreck, known as rusticles, were long believed to be simple corrosion. But under a microscope, researchers discovered something astonishing. The rusticles were alive. Within them existed a newly identified species of extremophile bacteria named Halomonas titanici. This organism thrives in extreme pressure, low temperature, and complete darkness, and it feeds on iron. These bacteria are consuming the Titanic steel from the inside out at a rate of up to 180 kilograms per day. They are accelerating the ship's destruction and ensuring that the wreck will eventually collapse completely. The Titanic is not decaying. It is being eaten. Nature is reclaiming the ship more aggressively than anyone expected, turning steel back into the ocean's mineral cycle. But the abyss held even stranger secrets. Among the debris scattered across the ocean floor, scanners detected an object that baffled researchers: a golden necklace containing a megalodon tooth. The tooth of a prehistoric predator that ruled the oceans millions of years before humans existed. Records from the Titanic passenger list revealed no documented ownership of such a piece. No family ever claimed it. No manifest mentioned it. Whether it was a smuggled artifact, a private heirloom, or something with a more mysterious story behind it remains unknown. To this day, the necklace remains one of the most puzzling and unresolved discoveries linked to the Titanic. With the new 3D scans, AI simulations reconstructed the ship's final moments with unprecedented accuracy, revealing a violent and chaotic sequence of events. The bow flooded far faster than believed, causing bulkheads to collapse one after another. The stern twisted under unimaginable forces before rising straight into the air. The break, once thought to be clean, was now shown to be a violent explosion of metal under a 45-degree stress angle. Titanic's descent was not graceful. It was catastrophic. Metal screaming, rivets bursting, beams tearing apart. Yet beneath the mechanical tragedy lies the human story. Over 1,500 lives were lost in the freezing waters that night. Letters recovered from the wreck tell stories of hope, fear, love, and dreams that ended too soon. A pocket watch, frozen at 2:20 a.m., a pair of shoes on the ocean floor, a comb, a ring, a photograph. Simple objects that speak more powerfully than any document ever could. They remind us that Titanic is not just steel, it is memory. Now, as rust-eating bacteria consume the ship and pressure collapses its structure, we are faced with a sobering truth. We are the last generation to witness Titanic as it is. Within a few decades, only images, scans, and digital models will remain. The physical wreck will be gone forever, taken by the same ocean that claimed it in 1912. Titanic is not just history. It is chemistry, biology, tragedy, and time, working together in a relentless countdown. And as we watch the wreck fade into the darkness, we are reminded of the fragility of human ambition and the unstoppable force of nature. Thank you for joining this deep exploration on Legends of Time. If this journey opened your mind, revealed new truths, or gave you a new perspective on the Titanic, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay with us as we continue uncovering ancient mysteries, lost civilizations, forgotten technologies, and the hidden secrets buried beneath time. History is not gone. It is waiting to be rediscovered.